You tell yourself you're overthinking. That's what it feels like. Too many thoughts, too many possibilities, too many outcomes to consider. So you pause, you wait, you try to figure things out. You go back and forth in your head trying to find the right answer. And it feels like you're being careful, like you're doing the responsible thing. But that's not what's happening. Because when you really look at it, you're not exploring new ideas, you're going in circles, replaying the same thoughts, the same doubts, the same what ifs over and over again, and nothing changes. No new perspective, no real clarity, no real movement, just repetition. And the longer you stay in that loop, the more it feels like progress, like you're doing something productive, like you're getting closer to an answer, but you're not. You're just delaying the moment you have to act. And the more you delay it, the harder it feels to finally make a move. Real thinking moves you forward. It leads somewhere. It creates decisions. It simplifies things. It removes noise. But what you're doing does the opposite. It keeps everything open, unresolved, unclear. And that feeling of not knowing becomes your normal. Because deciding something means closing other options. It forces you to choose, to commit to one direction. And once you do that, you're exposed. You can be wrong, you can fail, you can realize that things don't work the way you expected. And that's uncomfortable because when things stay in your head, they're still safe, still controlled, still theoretical. But once you act, they become real, and real things can disappoint you. So instead, you stay in the phase where everything is still possible, where no decision has been made yet, where you can still imagine different outcomes because that feels safer. Overthinking becomes a shield. It gives you a reason to stay where you are, a reason that sounds intelligent, responsible, careful. And because it sounds like that, you don't question it, you accept it, you justify it, you tell yourself you're just trying to make the right choice. But underneath that, there's something else. You're not trying to find the perfect answer. You're trying to avoid the moment where you have to choose one. Because once you choose, you lose the comfort of not knowing. You lose the possibility of every other option. You lose the ability to go back and say, I could have done this instead. And that's a real loss. So you stay in the space where everything is still open, where nothing is decided, where nothing is tested, because as long as you stay there, you don't have to deal with the outcome. So ask yourself this: Am I actually thinking this through or just delaying the decision? Because at some point, it's not about clarity anymore, it's about action, and staying in your head won't move anything forward.